Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. This week we're going to be looking at PPC budget calculations. So last week we looked at PPC setup, and this one is going to be a fairly quick video to look at how to work out how much you're going to spend on PPC during your launch phase. So here we are guys on the template that I provided for the previous few weeks. Just a reminder, if you want this template, leave a comment down below and I'll tell you how you can get it. So we talked about PPC setup. We know how we're going to set up our campaigns, but we want to figure out how much we're going to spend on those campaigns or get a rough idea. It is typically one of the hard things to do is to forecast PPC spend, but we'll give it a go. So you come into the sheet. I've created a new sheet here called PPC calculator. So I'll show you what that is. So here we're looking at the daily budget for each search term. So even though you can do this for all your search terms, really you want to know for your ranking keywords. Your ranking keywords, as we've discussed previously, are these relevancy 1 keywords, and here I've taken the single keyword campaign. So these are the ones that we really want to rank on and push most of our PPC budget to. So I've taken these top keywords here. So those search terms I've put into this list here, and then we need to look at their estimated cost per click. I've done another video on the channel about estimating cost per clicks. For this particular video, I'm just going to take the cost per click which is estimated in Data Dive, which you can see here. So we find the particular keyword, lion's mane gummies for adults, for example, which is here, and I'm just taking the suggested bid. It has a range here, but for this purposes, I'm just taking the suggested bid from Data Dive. You can also check yourself manually using the method that I've talked about on a previous video directly within the ad console, but as I say, for this video I'm just taking it directly from Data Dive. So I've taken that number and put it in here for each search term. So yeah, each one of these estimated cost per click directly from Data Dive. As a reminder, if you don't have Data Dive, it's a tool that you really need to use. I have a discount code down below, so be sure to use that. You can test it out for as little as like $30 a month, super cheap, and so it's worth using for sure. The next thing that we need to work out the PPC budget is the estimated conversion rate. So this is typically something that's quite hard to estimate, although Amazon have now given us a tool which is very useful for lots of different ways, but also they give you a estimated conversion rate, and that tool is called Product Opportunity Explorer. So if you go into Seller Central and go to Product Opportunity Explorer, you search your keyword or your niche in here, and then it would give you, for this one for example, okay, put lion's mane gummies, or you can just put lion's mane, and then you click on the customer need here on the left side, and then on search terms, and then what we're looking for is the search terms from this list here. Once we find those search terms, we look at the search conversion rate here. Now this search conversion rate takes into account all searches for that search term. So that's people that are on page 2, 3, 4, 5, for example, which obviously aren't going to get any sales because they don't really get views. So the search conversion rate here is always much lower than what you would see for PPC, for example. So from experience, what I normally do is add 5% at least to this search conversion rate to get a rough idea of what the actual conversion rate is going to be. Now, there's no science behind that. That is just from my experience. from looking at other products and products that I've managed. So I know roughly, give or take, it's around between 5 and 10% is the range that you should be looking at to add on top of this search conversion rate in Product Opportunity Explorer. So I take that number and I add 5% to it, and then that gives me this estimated conversion rate here. Obviously, conversion rate can vary wildly depending on price, reviews, imagery, all sorts of different things to look at. So this can really vary a lot. If you have a really good listing with great reviews, a great price, your conversion rates on PPC could be anywhere between 25 and 40%. But for the purposes of this video, at launch, you're not going to have reviews. Hopefully you're going to have good images and a good price, a good offering, solving a pain point, for example. You should still be converting well. So we use this estimated conversion rate here, which then gives us the number of clicks that we need per sale. So if this is a rounded number, so we need 8 clicks here, an 11.8% conversion rate to get 1 sale. So now we have the number of clicks per sale. We also have the estimated cost per click. We multiply the clicks per sale by the cost per click, and that gives us a cost per sale. So to get 1 sale for this keyword is going to cost us $33, which is obviously not cheap. And likely when you're selling, I think we looked at the selling price for Lion's Mane gummies, average of $20. That means you're pretty much losing money for each sale, which is why supplements are not a great product to get into, especially in the US, where the cost per click is super high, very competitive niche, and yeah, ultimately you're going to be losing money for a good few months. The goal with the supplement niche is lifetime value, so it's a long game. But anyway, we're not here to talk about that. We're looking at PPC budgets. So yeah, obviously here cost per sale is much higher than what you would typically see in a standard niche. So now we have the cost per sale. We're going to look at how many sales that keyword gets each week. So Helium 10 is the tool that we use to find that data. If you don't have Helium 10, again, there's a discount code below. Indispensable tool, so use the discount code, save yourself some money, and you can use tools like this to help you in your journey. So what I do to get the keyword sales is I take these search terms. So I would copy those search terms, and you come into Helium 10 Magnet. Then in Helium 10 Magnet, you go and analyze keywords, and then you paste those keywords into the search bar, press analyze keywords, and then that gives you all the data on each of these keywords, along with the keyword sales per week. So this is an estimated number from Helium 10. Again, not sure how accurate it is, but it's good to keep it as a baseline. So as you can see, I've sorted here by keyword sales, and then I'm just copying and pasting that number in each of the rows here. So once we have the keyword sales that per week, what I'm then doing is working out how much you're going to spend per day to rank on that keyword. So my understanding, if you can get 25% of those weekly keyword sales, you're going to be ranked on the first page. 25% of the overall market, you're going to be ranking, and you should be ranking in the top 10 for that keyword. So I've got a formula in here where I'm working out 25%, dividing it by 7 to give you a daily PPC budget. So this is how much you have to spend per day on each of these keywords to get 25% of that market, of the market share, which will then enable you to rank organically during the launch phase. And once you've ranked organically, the theory is that whereas you might start off 80%, 75% in PPC sales, you want to try and get that down to 60-40 in terms of PPC to organic. And obviously, ideally, you'd want to get higher organic sales than PPC sales, although we know in this day and age on Amazon, most of the sales come from PPC because there's more and more PPC spots on the SERP. So yeah, it's not getting any easier, and it's getting more expensive, but we have to play the game. And it's by using tools like this to see the data, to work out how much you're going to spend. This helps you not only validate product idea, which is important to do. If you have an idea that you think could work, it's important to understand what your PPC budget is going to be. And then also having that plan in place when you do go ahead with a product, you need to know how much you need to spend, how much you need to push on the PPC to be able to actually get that organic ranking. Because if you don't get organic ranking, then it's just constant PPC sales, and ultimately your profit margin is going to get eroded basically. So I hope that has helped. As I said, it was a quick one today, super simple to do. It's all just about pulling the data in from the different sources and then working out what the overall budget is. Let's say here I'm just looking at the top keywords. That you could do this for all keywords and then work out, which specific keywords you want to go after. Maybe your overall budget is smaller, so you'd want to just try and go after keywords where there might be, the search volume might still be decent, but the keyword sales lower, so you might not want to target those. Although there might be some keywords where they get actually the keyword sales are higher than what the search volume is. If you compare two search terms. Hope that made sense. So yeah, that's it guys. Make sure to drop a comment below and I can send you this template. As I say, this has covered a few weeks of different videos now that we've done, so it should be a useful template for you for a few different reasons. So drop a comment below, I can give you a copy of this. Make sure to use the links for the discounts on Helium 10 and Data Dive. Until next time, take care.